Welcome to the very first video in our brand new Python series, and whether you're a total beginner or someone curious about diving into the world of programming, you're in the right place. In this journey, we're going to break down Python in a way that's easy to understand, fun to explore, and powerful enough to open doors in software development, data science, automation, artificial intelligence, and so much more. But before we start writing any code, we need to answer an important question. Why learn Python in the first place? What makes this language so popular? Why are companies and developers around the world choosing Python for their biggest projects? In this video, we'll explore all of that, and by the end, you'll have a clear picture of why Python is more than just a programming language. It's a superpower you can start building today. So, let's jump right in, and discover why Python might just be the perfect first step in your coding journey. Let's take a step back and see how Python rose to become one of the most dominant programming languages in the world. Python was created in the late 1980s by Guido van Rossum, and its main goal was simplicity and readability. Guido wanted a language that felt natural, one that could express powerful ideas in fewer lines of code. Over time, Python began quietly gaining traction, especially in academic and research communities. People loved how easy it was to teach, write, and debug. But the real explosion came when fields like data science, machine learning, and automation started to rise. Suddenly, Python wasn't just easy, it was also versatile. With libraries like NumPy, Pandas, TensorFlow, Flask, Django, and OpenCV, it became the go-to choice for scientists, web developers, AI engineers, and even artists. Tech giants like Google, Facebook, and NASA started adopting it. Startups used it to move fast and innovate. And today, it's consistently ranked among the top 3 programming languages globally. In short, Python didn't just grow. It exploded. And it's still growing. And that's why, as a beginner, learning Python gives you not only a smooth start but a strong future. One of the reasons Python is so valuable is because of how widely it's used, across industries, careers, and disciplines. Let's start with web development. With frameworks like Django and Flask, Python powers websites, APIs, and entire platforms, from startups to tech giants. Then there's data science and machine learning, where Python absolutely dominates. Tools like Pandas, NumPy, scikit-learn, and TensorFlow make it the go-to language for analyzing data and training intelligent models. In automation, Python is like magic. Need to rename hundreds of files? Pull data from websites? Automate repetitive tasks? Python scripts can do it all, fast and efficiently. It's also a favorite in cybersecurity, finance, education, robotics, and even art. From automating stock trading to generating digital paintings, Python has a place. And perhaps the most beautiful part is, you don't need to specialize in any of these to start learning Python. Whether you want to be a developer, analyst, engineer, or simply automate your work, Python is an open door to so many possibilities. One of the main reasons Python is loved by beginners is its simplicity. Unlike many programming languages that are cluttered with symbols and strict syntax, Python code reads almost like English. There are no curly braces, no semicolons, and less boilerplate, making it far easier to understand what's happening, even for someone completely new. For example, to print "Hello, world" in Python, it's just one line, print, "Hello, world." That's it. No setup, no header files, no main functions, just write and run. Another big reason is the supportive community. There are millions of tutorials, forums, and videos designed specifically for people learning Python from scratch. And let's not forget the interactive experience. With tools like Python Shell, Jupyter Notebooks, or online interpreters, you can test code instantly and get feedback in real time. This combination of simple syntax, instant results, and beginner-first resources is what makes Python one of the most beginner-friendly languages in the world. So how does Python compare to other programming languages like C++, Java, or JavaScript? Well, one of Python's biggest strengths is its simplicity and readability. While C++ or Java might require several lines just to open a file or loop through items, Python often does the same in 1 or 2 lines, without compromising clarity. Let's take an example. In Java, printing a line to the console might look like this: system.out.println, hello, world, but in Python, print, hello, world. Python is also dynamically typed, so you don't have to define variable types manually. That's less code, fewer bugs, and faster prototyping. Compared to C++, Python doesn't require you to manage memory manually, making it safer and more beginner-friendly, but slightly slower in performance for some tasks. And while JavaScript is popular in web development, Python's syntax is more consistent and it can be used in more domains, like AI, automation, backend, and education. So the real answer is, every language has its strengths, but Python strikes a powerful balance between simplicity, flexibility, and capability. That's what makes it an amazing first choice, and a long-term tool you'll keep coming back to. Python isn't just a language you learn for the sake of learning, it's used everywhere in the real world. Let's look at some powerful, real-world applications where Python shines. Web development. Python powers dynamic websites and platforms using frameworks like Django and Flask. Sites like Instagram, Reddit, and Pinterest use Python behind the scenes. Data science and analytics. Analysts and scientists use Python to explore data, create visualizations, and uncover insights with libraries like Pandas, NumPy, and Matplotlib. Artificial intelligence and machine learning. From image recognition to recommendation systems, Python is the language behind many AI models, thanks to tools like TensorFlow and PyTorch. Automation and scripting. Need to automate boring tasks like renaming files, scraping websites, or managing folders. Python scripts handle it with ease. Scientific computing and research. Universities, labs, and researchers rely on Python for simulations, modeling, and handling complex math. Cybersecurity. Ethical hackers and cybersecurity professionals use Python to build tools that detect threats and vulnerabilities. Game development and graphics. Python may not be the first tool for AAA games, but engines like Pygame let developers create prototypes and 2D games quickly. Space and robotics. Yes, even NASA uses Python for controlling spacecraft and processing scientific data. The real power of Python isn't just in its syntax, it's in the impact it creates in real-world problems. Whether you're an artist, engineer, student, or entrepreneur, there's a Python use case waiting for you. Learning Python isn't just fun, it can also be incredibly rewarding for your career. Python is consistently ranked among the most in-demand programming languages in the world. From startups to global tech giants, employers are actively seeking developers, data scientists, AI engineers, and analysts who know Python. And it's not just about quantity, it's about quality. Python-related jobs tend to come with competitive salaries and opportunities for remote work, flexible schedules, and career advancement. According to recent industry reports, Python developers earn some of the highest average salaries in tech, often exceeding $100,000 per year in the US and similar high levels in Europe and Canada. And because Python is used in so many industries, from finance and healthcare to entertainment and education, your career options are broad and flexible. Even if you don't plan to become a full-time developer, Python can boost your value in other roles, like marketing, operations, or project management, by automating tasks and analyzing data. So whether you want to land your first job, switch careers, or increase your earning potential, Python is one of the smartest investments you can make in yourself. One of the most common questions beginners ask is learning Python alone enough to get a job? The short answer: it depends, but here's the full picture. Python is incredibly powerful, and yes, some people do get hired with Python alone, especially for junior roles, internships, or freelance work. But in most cases, Python becomes truly valuable when you combine it with a domain or a goal. For example, if you're into web development, learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript alongside Python plus Django or Flask. For data science, add libraries like Pandas, NumPy, and learn a bit of statistics or SQL. For automation, practice using APIs, working with files, and scheduling scripts. If you're into AI or machine learning, you'll need Python plus frameworks like TensorFlow, plus a bit of math. Think of Python as a super tool, but like any tool, it works best when you know what to build with it. So while Python alone is a great start, pairing it with a specialty or real-world application is what unlocks real opportunities. You don't need to learn everything at once, just choose a direction, and let Python guide you there. So, how long does it really take to learn Python? Well, the honest answer is, it depends on your goals. But here's a general breakdown: if you're learning just the basics, like variables, loops, functions, and simple input-output, you can get comfortable in just a few weeks with consistent practice. Want to build small projects or scripts to automate tasks? That's totally doable in 1 to 2 months of focused effort. If you're aiming for web development, data science, or machine learning, expect 3 to 6 months of learning and building hands-on projects. And to feel truly job-ready, where you can work on real-world applications and solve problems, it often takes 6 to 12 months of steady progress. But here's the best part: you don't have to learn it all before doing something useful. Even early on, you'll be able to automate things, build scripts, and create mini projects. The key isn't speed, it's consistency. Just commit to regular learning and building, and before you know it, you'll be using Python confidently and creatively. If you're thinking about learning programming, the choice of your first language matters more than you think. And for millions of people around the world, that first step is Python, and it's not by accident. Python removes many of the barriers that make programming seem intimidating. It doesn't flood you with symbols or complex syntax. Instead, it lets you focus on solving problems and building things, right from the start. Whether you're automating boring tasks, analyzing data, or building your own app, Python gives you fast results that keep you motivated. It has one of the most welcoming communities, tons of free learning resources, and a syntax that grows with you, from beginner to advanced. Python is like training wheels for your coding bike, but you can keep riding it all the way to pro-level development. So if you're starting your coding journey, don't overthink it. Start with Python. Stay curious. Keep building. The rest will follow. If you've made it this far, amazing job. This was just the beginning, and there's so much more ahead in your Python journey. In the next videos, we'll dive into the core building blocks of Python. You'll learn about variables, data types, user input, conditionals, loops, functions, and more, step by step, with real examples. We'll also build mini projects, solve hands-on challenges, and explore how Python is used in real-world problems. Each video is designed to be short, focused, and beginner-friendly, so you can build your skills one step at a time. So be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and most importantly, practice what you learn. This is where the journey begins. Let's build something amazing, together. See you in the next lesson. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it, it really helps the channel grow. And if you're excited to keep learning Python step by step, subscribe and hit that bell icon so you never miss a new lesson. We've got tons of practical tutorials, mini projects, and challenges coming your way, all designed to help you become confident with coding. You can also leave a comment below, whether it's a question, suggestion, or just to say hi. I read them all and love hearing from you. This is just the start of something awesome, so stay tuned, keep exploring, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then. Happy coding!